This week Tom has a bee in his bonnet about the big teams and their habit of making a crisis out of a drama. Here's what he has to say. Like many of you, I am a football nut. It's the greatest game on the planet, bar none. Much to the annoyance of my wife, when I can read about it, watch it or listen to it, I most certainly do. I also love other sports, such as boxing, BKB, ice hockey and athletics, but it is football that makes me emotional. These sports, especially football, make me happy, sad, angry, content, miserable, depressed and excited, or any one of a whole bunch of emotions. All your BCFC news report ratings WizKid, but what gets me down is the way the media talk, or infer, there is a crisis at some of the top clubs, such as Chelsea, Tottenham or Manchester United. They may have only lost a game, been knocked out of a cup, be fifth in the Premier League or haven't won a trophy for a few years, but crisis? Don't make me laugh. They wouldn't know a crisis if it smacked them in the mouth. Take Chelsea, for example, sixth in the Premier League, just a point away from third place. Still in the Europa League, lost in the League Cup final on penalties to Manchester City. Now all we hear is how the manager is on a knife edge, not the right man, set for the sack, more is expected from them, etc. Birmingham City vs Leeds United ticket details. All you need to know: they switch crisis from one top club to another with the same nonsense, saying things like they should be winning trophies. Another line often thrown in is they need to spend multi-millions if they want to win things. It's a fact that if every single Premier League team was given £1 billion to spend on new players, 3 of them would still get relegated. By the way, not everyone in the country is waiting desperately to hear every cough and sneeze about Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal or Spurs. Nothing could be further from the truth. If you want to talk about crisis, then we are experts in the West Midlands, although I have never been happy using the word crisis. Here, football has been going through a tough time with only Wolves in the top flight and carrying the flag. Both Villa and West Brom are battling like crazy to join them. However, when it comes to crisis or having a tough time, then Blues are the experts, and you have to feel for the fans, even though they are the only local club to win a trophy this millennium. Over the last 8 years they have had 8 managers, including a caretaker boss. They have gone from winning the Carling Cup, playing Premier League football and qualifying for the Europa League, to battling the drop in the Championship. More ups and downs than a fiddler's elbow. During those 8 years, won the Carling Cup, played in Europe. Owner Carson Young was imprisoned for money laundering. Carson Young lost a playoff semi-final, stayed up on goal difference 3 times, went into the final day needing a win to ensure safety, get a decent sum and hand it to Monk. Suffered their worst ever defeat at St Andrews, 8-0 to Bournemouth. Punished by the EFL for breaking FFP profit and sustainability rules, a 9-point deduction, which means that, once again, the club have work to do to ensure they stay in the division. So please don't talk about there being a crisis or a manager is on the brink of getting the sack because a team is in 5th or 6th place in the Premier League. Maybe crisis is the wrong word, but it's certainly never dull at B9. Thankfully for Blues fans, the future looks bright with Gary Monk in charge. I am sure the owners will be providing him with the wherewithal to have a genuine crack at promotion next season. It would be a welcome relief if all the drama went to another club for a change. Birmingham City vs Sheffield United Wednesday, April 10, 7:45 p.m. Sky Sports Football. From injuries to what the opposition think of Birmingham City, from player ratings to the full thoughts of the manager. We've got you covered on all things Royal Blue, and below are the key articles that will keep you updated on a variety of topics. The links below show you all the latest Birmingham City stories you need to be reading. All the latest injury news and team news ahead of the game. Here, transfer rumors, news and gossip are a big part of the game. For the latest, click here. The latest fixtures that Gary Monk and his men will face. Follow us. All of the latest Birmingham City stories as they happen can be found in our dedicated section online, but we have presence on various social media platforms, too. Birmingham Live has a blues Facebook page and Twitter account, which provides the latest news, gossip and opinion on all things blues. We also have a number of writers who cover blues. You can follow them on Twitter, via their personal accounts, below. Brian Dick, Shane Ireland, Joseph Chapman, Greg Evans, Matt Kendrick, Alex Dickin, Steve Wollaston, Ben Husband.